Now, for the Sedgehog, Bibio, standard size hook, size 12 in this case, 12s, 10s, 14s, any of these sizes are really good in this pattern. You could go smaller, you could even go bigger if you wish. It's a great pattern, it's fished anywhere in the UK and Ireland. So what we got here is a uni thread 8/0 in black, which we tie the fly with. Basically run down, but lay the thread onto the shank, all the way down. Just keeping a hold of the waist piece, which controls each turn as I wind down, just by keeping it slightly tight, and then we can remove away the waist. Now, obviously for the wing, I'm going to be using a deer here. Now the one I like, this is a roe deer. You can see a lovely colour, well marked deer hair, suits the fly really well. Now with the Bibio version you could use the natural, or you could use black, both work. I'm going to use just the natural. Now we cut it as close to the skin as we can, just open the fibres out. We take away any under fur before we stack it, plunk it into the stacker tip first, tap it on your desk. That basically lines up the ends, gives you these are nice black ends as well as a natural brown. You can take that away. The length, basically up to yourself. I've seen them quite long, short. It's the style of the fly. You tie it to suit yourself. For me, I usually go for that area. I'd use a part of the hook to get the measure. There's the shank over the back, so that's what I'm going to do. So when I go smaller or larger, then it's in proportion. Now, first part of the body is black, then it's red, then black of the typical Bibio colours. So basically I'm going to trim the deer hair the length of that first part. So I've got the tail of my finger and thumb, or part of the wing really, what they would call it. Trim away what we don't need. You catch this on the top, nice and tight, and wind this down. We can tidy all this up. So I go up, come back down. Now I should be in line with the barb of the hook, which is there. It looks a bit messy, but what we can do is tidy this up with some, in this case, some seal's fur dyed black, or SLF, any of the dubbins that you may have. You use what you've got. So we tie this in, tidy up. Now you could have more wings, as we would call it. You could have deer hair segments, maybe up to 4 or even 5. It's entirely up to yourself how heavy you want it to be. So what we're going to do now is get another bunch of the deer hair. Again, open the fibre out, stack it. If you're having any problems tying the deer hair in, chances are you've got too much. So just basically reduce the amount that you're cutting away from the skin. Now in there you'll see there's some broken ends. Very easy just to use your nail and catch these because they're thicker. You can remove them without touching the rest. Again, we can just look at the deer hair. Length is much the same. Trim away, wax your thread, tie it down. Nice and tight. The wax thread will give you far more grip. So we quick look how that looks. It's fine. Now what I'm going to do is tie in some red seal's fur for the centre. Just tie it in the middle. Make sure you get plenty of colour there. We quick look, and that's fine. We'll go back to our deer here. A bit more. The exact same process, just keep repeating ourselves as we wind up, as we work our way up. Again, we stack it. It's a great fly. The hedgehog was the original. Sedgehog is a variant. Usually if there's a hackle in front, we would call it a sedgehog, because the hedgehog doesn't have that. Again, it's the same length, just tie this on, but further up. With that in my finger and thumb. Trim away the excess. Again, with wax or thread, gives us the grip. Tie it down, nice and tight. Go down, come back up. Nice and tight, just see how the wing's sitting. Looks okay. Tidy this up with a wee drop of black. So that's for segments done. We've got black, red, black, which is our Bibio colour. You can change that colour combination if you wish. I've done it in many other colours. Orange is good. It's chartreuse with the green in the centre. Even changing the black to another colour, but it's still using the same style. Going to be a wee drop more deer here, and then I'm going to finish off with the hackle. So back in. Another bunch of deer here. I say the first thing we do is take away any underfur and broken ends. Tips first, start my desk. Then it's stacked up into my finger and thumb. Again, same length. Hold what you want in your finger and thumb. Trim away the excess. A bit of wax on with thread. Tie it down. Nice and tight. Make sure this is tied down. So I'm going to wind a hackle on this area. See what it looks like. That's fine. Now for the hackle, just using a saddle dyed black. This is the hackle there. It's a saddle hackle. This is a whiting pro grade version I've got at the saddle. Comes from whiting already dyed, so you have wax on with thread. It's obviously bare the fibres away the stem, so we can tie it in. And then I usually like to fold these times. So I'm winding on like an edge and then drawing it back. I don't want it straight. I like it rough, like it is just now. There's a rough fly. Once we're down to the eye, close to the eye anyway, 3 or 4 turns in, it's easier to fold back, tidy this area up with a few turns in front, just build the head up, and then we can finish. It's just ignore things at this point. Trim away the hackle. And there we are. And that's a Sedgehog and the Bibio colour combination, which I guess is really good. Good colours. Then all we have to do is finish off the fly. A bit of varnish. Now I usually put it on my brush, as you can see, from the eye slowly into the head area. Make sure there's enough there. Obviously the eye is going to be full of varnish, so using just a piece of wire here to clean it out. There we go. And that's your Bibio Sedgehog.